Hey, Selena! Over here! Over here!
Oh, hey, you're early today.
Oh? Aw, did you buy those flowers to give to Anya when we visit her in the hospital?
I did bring them for Anya, but I didn't buy them.
Well, then where did you get them from?
I just had them at home.
What?
What's the problem with that?
So you've come to visit a sick friend in the hospital, but instead of buying a gift, you just brought something you already had at home?
Yeah? So what?
Even so, I feel like you could at least fork out $5 for a single rose or something. But anyway...
What is it?
It's just that bringing something old as a gift for someone in the hospital is not really considered good etiquette. Especially when the person really isn't very well.
Well, what does that matter?
Of course it matters. And anyway, last summer when you came to visit your ex in the hospital when he had appendicitis, you bought him a really expensive bouquet, did you not?
Yeah, I did do that.
And when I asked you why you got him such an expensive gift, you said that when you go to visit someone in the hospital, you need to get them something nice, pretty, and expensive.
You're right, I did see that.
So why, when our best friend has just gone through a major surgery, have you only brought her some flowers that you already had at home, and not gone to any special effort at all?
Well, it's not really the same, is it? You're not expecting me to treat a guy and a girl the same in this regard, are you?
How is it not the same? How can you hold the guy you were dating for a couple of months in higher esteem than Anya, the friend who has been with us through thick and thin?
Well, guys always come before friends, in my opinion. And anyway, even though we only dated for a few months, you know that I liked him since middle school.
I see. So that's how you think, huh?
I don't think there's any need to think too hard about it. There are plenty of girls around to be friends with, and most friendships end when you get married anyway. You can find friends anywhere at any time, but you can only have one husband, so you need to make sure that you treat him well while you can and secure him for the rest of your life.
How should I put it? Your values, or perhaps the fundamental way your brain works, is very different from me.
Are you bringing brains up now because you're a medical student? You're always trying to flaunt how you're smarter than me.
That is not what I was trying to do at all. Oh, come on, let's just get up and go now.
I should have gone into orthopedics back then. The orthopedics department were chasing after you. I remember you mentioning it at the time. Anyway, is it really reasonable to only recruit 1 out of 4 candidates? I'm not so sure. I'm worried about whether or not we'll be able to handle the medical vacancies until the next round of recruitment next year. So, from now on, we should be keeping an eye on the interns, or even promising students from the pre-med stage. Oh, yes, you must have your eyes on a few prodigies since you also give lectures to the pre-med students every now and again. Oh, goodness, I am so sorry. Here we go again, blabbing on and on about work when this evening isn't even meant to be about us. You're right. This evening is about these 2 youngsters here. Although our family medicine department is not super popular, for the sake of department unity, it's only right that we play matchmaker within it. Come on then, go ahead and pour us some shots, Tyler.
Yes, sir, of course.
This is the 3rd year of your residency, isn't it, Tyler? You seem to have gained a reputation for being quite reliable. Oh, yes, he's very dependable, this one. And with the looks to rival a Hollywood actor to boot. So then, what's the verdict? Do you think he's worthy? Well, Lauren here is quite the beauty herself. I would even go as far as to say she's considered our hospital's beauty queen. Well, Tyler is probably the most respected male resident in the whole area, and his skills are second to none. Well, that's definitely worth boasting about. Now, let's leave you 2 alone. We'll just finish these drinks here, and then we'll give you some time alone to get to know each other properly.
Oh my, I'm a little flustered.
What do you mean, oh my? Where's the commanding voice that orders the junior residents around? Looks like our Lauren has taken a liking to Tyler over here. She's acting all cute and coy, which is something she never does. Oh, really, Tyler? So the two of you have just started dating now?
Yes, sir. Yes, we have.
Well, that is exciting news. Both Director Jameson and I have high hopes for this relationship, so I hope you don't let us down.
Don't worry, sir. We won't let you down.
I am very happy indeed that you've made a match with my friend's niece.
Niece? What do you mean?
Oh, didn't you know? Lauren, your new girlfriend, is Director Jameson's niece. Did she not tell you that?
No, she didn't tell me that.
Yes, he's her uncle on her mother's side, so that's why they don't have the same surname.
Ah, I see.
Well, anyway, now you know. I trust that you're going to treat her well, both for my friend's sake and for hers.
Yes, of course. I promise to stay loyal to her and always treat her well.
You'd better. Now that you know about her family connections.
Yes.
We silently put in all the work behind the scenes, doing things like stopping the progression at the hyperlipidemia stage before it leads to hypertension or diabetes, reducing the possibility of major diseases. This is the role of our family medicine department, and... Oh, who is it? I'm in the middle of talking, you know?
I'm sorry, it's my boyfriend. Well, Tyler.
He really has been messaging you a lot recently, huh? Go on then, and go and check the message and reply.
I'm so sorry, Uncle John. Just give me 1 second.
Ugh, I don't want to have to see any of this cringe-worthy behavior.
How are things going with your sister's mental health treatment?
She's struggling a little with the antidepressants.
Oh, yes, those always come with her complications.
But because you recommended the clinic to us, the service was very good. Anyway, let's not talk about this over dinner.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Let's talk about you. How does a resident at the university hospital even have time to date, let alone get engaged?
It's because his father is quite conservative. He would prefer for us to become engaged if we want to continue dating.
Oh, so there hasn't been a formal proposal or anything? It's just an agreement between your families?
Yep, that's right.
So there's no ring?
No, there's no ring.
So basically you're still just dating?
Yes, basically.
I think you're being a bit mean here, you know.
What do you mean?
Well, you've been together for 2 years now and you haven't even introduced him to me.
It's just because we're both busy. If I manage to get time off, he's going through a busy period at work and vice versa.
But still, it's so frustrating how I keep nagging you to introduce your boyfriend to me and you're being so stubborn about it. It's like you're hiding a treasure or something.
Do you really need to meet him that badly? Both of us are so busy, and yet you keep pestering me about it.
Well, a rumor has started amongst our acquaintances after somebody saw the two of you walking in the street together, and I just wanted to check whether it was true or not.
What kind of rumor?
That your boyfriend looks like the British actor Jude Law?
Wow, seriously? He's always getting compared to one famous actor or another, but I honestly don't feel like he looks like any of them.
Who is it?
It's my boyfriend.
What did he say?
Why do you want to know so badly?
Just tell me.
He said he just finished work.
That's great. The hospital he works at isn't far from here, is it? Tell him to come over and join us.
What's the point in him coming now? We've already started eating.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter. We can just move on to someplace else.
Well, we haven't finished our food.
Oh, it's fine. We can just stop eating now and go get something else with your boyfriend.
But I wanted to eat this.
Yeah, but one of my best friends is engaged and I haven't even met the guy. That's not really normal, don't you agree?
I don't really know why we had to leave the fancy steak restaurant we were at to come to a greasy place like this.
There's nothing weird about it at all. This is a much more comfortable environment to have a few beers and get to know each other better. Do you agree, Tyler?
Yeah, you're right. It really has been a long time since I had a nice cold beer like this one.
Shall we get another bottle?
You know, maybe I will have a second one. I'm really feeling it tonight.
I know it probably seems a little much to say these things to you in person, but considering that you went to the best med school in the country, you look like that, and now you have an amazing job, it's baffling that an ordinary woman would catch your eyes. So, how?
You flatter me.
It's true, you know. And there are so many rumors about you going around our friend group about how good looking you are. But I must say that you have exceeded all of my expectations.
Heaping that much praise on someone can be a bit embarrassing, you know?
Oh, no, it's fine. Us guys love being complimented like that.
You do? Wow, men are so simple.
Yeah, we're very simple creatures. We like getting our ego stroked.
Well, anyway, Tyler, I really like your overall vibe. You're so lucky, Lauren, to have found such a great guy. Especially after you were always jumping from this guy to that guy back in college. There was a new one every week, I swear. Oops! Just forget that I said that.
What did you just say?
It was a little slip of the tongue.
I had a new guy every week?
You know me, sometimes I say things I shouldn't say once I start drinking. I must have got you confused with another friend.
Can't believe the way she's acting. And she's the one who was like that back in college, not me. I really don't like her tone today.
Anyway, you're so lucky. Being able to get engaged to a guy like this and being able to get married to him one day, you really have hit the jackpot here. You better be good to him if you want to keep him.
Ah, so she's doing this because she's jealous of me. I suppose he does have quite a lot going on for him. Well, I will try my best.
So, shall we go on to someplace else for a second round? I really feel like drinking wine now.
You're really excitable today, aren't you?
I don't know, am I?
Honey, I have 2 days off on Thursday and Friday.
Oh, that'll be nice. Since it connects with the weekend, you'll have 4 days off in a row.
We can go on a little day trip somewhere nearby tomorrow since the weather is so nice.
Oh, so I'm just expected to drop everything just because your schedule is clear?
Sorry?
It's just the way that you said it sounded like you assumed I was going to be free just because you are. I would feel a bit better if you asked me whether I'm free or not first.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I just assumed it would be okay because you're in a more relaxed position than me. So, do you have time, considering that it's the weekend?
No, I don't have time.
You don't?
Yeah, I don't.
What are you doing, may I ask?
I just have plans already.
Plans? Oh, okay. Okay.
Plans to do with work.
I didn't ask, did I?
Why are you making such a big deal out of something so small?
It may be something small to you, but to me it isn't.
You're being so annoying.
Did you really expect me to not get upset about you telling me to get a taxi home, even though you know I've been drinking and you normally always take me home yourself in situations like this?
Let's not tire each other out by having a pointless argument. You do know that I'm just as tired as you are after work, right?
Well, that's beside the point. I just don't understand why you would tell your girlfriend, who has been drinking, to just get in a taxi and go home at this time of night. Especially since you always used to make a fuss about me getting into taxis at night, saying it could be dangerous for me. You've been changing a lot recently. Do you know that?
What has changed about me? I think you're just trying to find things to nitpick at.
You've been holding me at arm's length and treating me practically as a stranger for the past 5 months.
Like a stranger? I think that's an exaggeration, don't you?
It's been 5 months since we even did anything properly together.
Ah, so this is what you're really upset about, isn't it?
But you do realize that you come off as a bad person when you treat your girlfriend, who you're supposed to love, like this, right?
Seriously? I'm the bad person now, am I?
Am I the weird one here? Am I being too forward in this relationship?
You are not too forward. In fact, I would even say that the problem is that you're just not forward enough.
Am I just overthinking here? I feel like the way you treat me has completely changed.
In what way?
I can't quite put my finger on exactly what has changed, but I just have a really strong feeling that things are not the same as they were before.
You're probably just being oversensitive because you're stressed about your upcoming specialization exams.
No, I know for sure that this isn't just me being sensitive because of my exam stress. It's more of an intuition. I just know that something feels wrong here. And a woman's intuition is never wrong.
Did you have a fight with Tyler recently?
Oh, Uncle John, you have no idea. I was finally able to find out the cause of the anxiety I was feeling toward Tyler. Yesterday, I saw him going into a motel with my friend Selena.
Oh no, everything's fine. He's just pretty busy these days.
Ah, really? When he used to message you every 10 minutes? Well, I think you should bring him over to have dinner then. When he has some time, that is.
Yes, of course.
What are you doing here? We didn't have plans today.
You really can't look me straight in the eye, can you?
What are you talking about? Why wouldn't I be able to look you in the eye?
You've always been like this, haven't you? You've never changed, one bit.
What do you mean?
You still have the same unearned confidence of the girl who brought flowers she had at home for her supposed best friend who had just had surgery but spent a fortune on a custom bouquet for some guy who dumped her a couple of days later.
Why would you randomly bring that up now?
Do you not have anything to say to me?
Why would I have anything to say to you?
I'm pretty sure you do have something to say to me.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, but I think you do know what I'm talking about. What were you doing in front of the university last night?
Oh, well, I was...
It's okay. You can tell me the truth. It's not like Tyler and I are married or anything. We're just a couple without any real ties to each other who could realistically just break up whenever.
Wow, you're very direct. Well then, I'll be direct too and admit to everything.
To what?
Come on now, I don't have time for games.
Oh, sure you don't.
Well, I'm serious about him. Tyler and I are basically inseparable.
Aw, how cute. 2 bodies, 1 soul, and all that rubbish.
It's fine if you want to laugh at me. You can say whatever you want to me. I don't care. Tyler and I know each other inside out. Completely inside out, I'm telling you.
It sounds like you think you're in some kind of cliche soap opera. It's really childish, but as someone who is currently proudly dating him in front of everyone, I think I have the right to ask you, did it start from the first day you met him? The day the 3 of us all had dinner and drinks together?
Yes, it did. Why? Were you worried that I secretly had known him before that or something?
Stop being so smug before I slap that look off your face.
Well, I think you're the one being smug here.
I think I'm going to have to petition Congress to start a law saying that all shameless women who sleep with their friends' boyfriends behind their backs have no right to be smug. So, tell me everything from start to finish. I don't want you to miss any details. So you're saying that you fell in love with him at first sight and planned to make a move that very evening, but you planned to give up immediately if he turned you down?
Yes, if there was any hope of having a chance with him, then I wanted to give it my all.
And so then you decided to steal him from me.
I hardly stole him from you. You're not married. You're not even properly engaged.
So you don't consider what you did stealing someone else's boyfriend?
Well, it's more like he just changed his mind about you. His feelings have just shifted towards me instead, that's all.
Oh my gosh. So the next day you went to the hospital and waited for him in the lobby, told him that you were interested in him, and he showed interest in you back?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
So from that day onwards, the two of you have been sleeping together regularly?
Yes. You know that love isn't necessarily forever, and people's feelings can change, just like that. It's just the way of the world. It's not that much of a big deal.
I guess I really wasn't that much of a big deal to the two of you, huh? I'm just surprised at how you wasted no time in getting there and taking what you wanted. I really don't know how either of you could have done that to me. And the very next day after meeting each other as well.
You know me. I always pour my everything in when there's a guy I like.
And did you never once think about what doing that with my boyfriend signified? That you were jeopardizing your relationship with someone who was meant to be one of your best friends?
As long as Tyler wants to be with me, I don't need any friends.
You don't need any friends, do you?
Well, when we all get married and have families of our own, our priority will be our husbands and kids, won't it? I can just make more friends when I'm old and lonely and I feel like I need them again. Are friendships really that meaningful? Friends are just a distraction to pass the time when you're feeling bored.
So, you still think the same way you did when we were in college, huh? So you're really saying that our past 12 years of friendship mean absolutely nothing to you, and that you would be willing to throw all of that away just for a man? You're saying that there's basically no point in the two of us continuing to be friends, right?
Well, yeah. I guess there isn't, really.
Well, I'll make your wish come true then. Congratulations.
I'm going to get going. Where are you going? We're not finished talking.
Do we really need to say anything else to one another?
Are you going to end things with Tyler?
Of course I am. Why on earth would I stay with him now?
Woohoo! Yeah!
Well, it is true, but...
I know it's true. I'm not asking to confirm whether or not it actually happened. I just want to ask why. Out of all the people in the world, did you have to cheat on me with one of my best friends?
She's the one who seduced me first. She was forward and attractively aggressive. She stroked my ego and made me feel desired.
So you're saying that it wasn't that you liked her, it's that you liked the attention and compliments she gave you, and her forwardness in approaching you? So that essentially means that if any other woman had approached you in the same way, you would have cheated on me with them as well?
You have to understand that men and women are just not the same. The needs us men have are just different. Sometimes we just can't be with one woman, man. She came to meet me at my work, and I'd also enjoyed spending time with her when we all drank together before. And then, after having a few more drinks with her, one thing led to another.
So you were really okay with playing me and deceiving me all this time?
Honey...
Please stop calling me that now. I would really like it if we could just end things here.
Oh, wait a second.
I have made my thoughts abundantly clear. Now, if you will excuse me, I am leaving now.
Please, let's just talk it out a little more, huh?
I have heard all I needed to hear. I don't want to hear anything else from you. I don't want to spend another second in your company.
Honey...
See? It seems like you don't even have anything to say to me right now. I won't block you just yet, and if you have anything else to say to me, you can say it to me by tomorrow. I'll hear you out, but it's not going to make me change my mind about ending our relationship. It's over now anyway, so there's no point in me being mad at you anymore. I'm leaving now.
Ever since I got home last night after our conversation, there's only been one thing on my mind. I just desperately needed to tell you that Selena really meant absolutely nothing to me.
Then why would you sleep with her for 5 months if you didn't feel anything for her?
It really was nothing to me. It's not important.
Then what do you consider important? Because you definitely didn't think my feelings were important if you were willing to sleep around with her for 5 whole months.
Even if Selena were to disappear from my life right now, I wouldn't be the tiniest bit upset about it. But if you were to disappear from my life, then I think that I would probably go crazy. Thinking about all the precious memories we've made together over the past 2 years made me realize that I really do love you. Do you not think that what we have is true love?
Well, you must have felt a kind of love for Selena if you kept on seeing her all this time.
I must have just temporarily gone crazy or something. I suppose you don't understand the urges of the male body.
I think I understand male anatomy quite well, thank you very much.
Honey, I'm serious here.
And I am also serious here.
I promise that I'll never see her again, so please, just forgive me.
Well, let me make this simple for you. Let's change the perspectives and have you put yourself in my shoes. If I had been the one sleeping with one of your friends for the past 5 months and I begged you for forgiveness, do you think that you would be able to forgive me?
Well, that's...
You need to realize then that for you to ask me to do the same is completely ludicrous.
Please, just forgive me just this once.
Just this once? I would have to do 5 months worth of forgiving, and I sure as hell am not going to be doing that.
Well, how about you just do one affair partner's worth of forgiving instead of 5 months?
Even if you had just had a one-night stand with another woman, doesn't change the fact that you're willing to sleep with other people while in a supposedly committed relationship with me. Let alone the fact that you had a full-blown affair with your girlfriend's friend. How can you possibly expect me to forgive you after that? How are we realistically going to be able to carry on our relationship with this hanging between us? Let's just cut things cleanly off now, okay?
No, wait, please, just a second. There's something else that you're overlooking here. This isn't just a problem between the two of us.
Last time I checked, a relationship only involved 2 people. Oh wait, that's right. You're the one who decided that a third person should be involved, aren't you?
What about our 2 bosses who set us up? We were planning to spend some time with their families over the next holidays, and that would have been so nice.
Well, you're going to stay at the hospital after exams, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
It's not that I didn't think about our work and how many problems could be caused by us deciding to end our relationship.
That's what I'm saying.
But to be honest, whatever happens in your future is none of my concern. However, if you decide to make things complicated for me, I won't hesitate to sue you over this. I'm worried about my uncle getting hurt by this, though. He's been so lovely to me, both as an uncle and as a boss, so I really don't want him to be upset when he's the one who orchestrated this relationship.
I'm quite thankful that that's how you're thinking about this.
Actually, the real reason I want to keep this under wraps is because of my pride. I really don't want to be known as the girl who de facto fiancé cheated on her with her best friend, but still, I don't want him to think he can get off lightly. I need to fight back. So, for the sake of our futures in the small world of family medicine, let's just say that we had a fight about something and decided to go our separate ways.
Okay, let's do that. I like the sound of that.
So, we're officially breaking up now.
Okay, I understand.
And above all else, don't go thinking that you can go and have a relationship with Selena now that you and I are not together anymore.
Of course. I won't even message her ever again. I'm really sick of her. I don't know how she could say all of those awful things to you.
If I ever find out that there is something going on between the two of you, I will tell both of our bosses about everything that happened and even tell them about this conversation we had today.
Okay, I promise I won't get involved with her.
How are you feeling these days, Lauren? How's the pregnancy coming along? It's good to see that you haven't been having too bad a case of morning sickness.
Yes, it's definitely on the mild side.
Is your husband being good to you?
Yes, he's been doing all the household chores for me.
Still, being a judge in the local court, I'm surprised he even has the time.
He just has a fundamentally good nature.
You chose yourself a good husband.
Yes, I think so too. I am certainly very happy with my decision.
Oh, by the way, there's something that I wanted to say to you.
What is it, Uncle John?
It's about Tyler.
Ah, I see.
I think you did a good job breaking up with him.
Why are you bringing him up? He's the thing of the past now. I hear he got married too and is doing well for himself.
Not too well, it seems. I heard that his wife left him already.
Wait, seriously? But didn't he get married around the same time I did? To that girl that Dr. Jones set him up with. Is it really possible for a marriage to be over so quickly?
Apparently, some crazy person has been stalking Tyler's wife.
Oh my gosh, a man? That must be terrifying. Is it an ex of hers or something?
No, apparently it's a woman.
Wait, what? A woman is stalking another woman?
Yes, I heard that it's the girl Tyler dated last before he got married.
I see.
It seems that he was cheating on you with her. Oh, he really is a piece of work.
Yes, he really is.
That woman claimed that Tyler was hers, and that she had given him her virginity, and that he had ruined her body and destroyed her life. She harassed him, saying that he had to marry her instead, and she even followed him and his new wife on their honeymoon.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, sure, she's obviously the most virginal person I know.
She even followed him to the hospital clinic and humiliated him in front of the patients, yelling and making a scene. Dr. Jones was beside himself with anger.
And then what happened?
She would follow him to work every single day and make some kind of scene, and things got so bad that Tyler had to be let go from the hospital.
Do you know where he went to work after that?
I heard that he went to work for a state hospital. Apparently, he took a huge salary cut as well.
So, is his wife divorcing him over this?
Yes, according to Dr. Jones, the divorce proceedings are already underway. Apparently, his wife is asking for a lot of alimony as well. I mean, I don't blame her. What woman would put up with any of that? It sounds like the stalker is a real crazy psycho.
I can only begin to imagine.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Lauren.
Oh gosh, Selena, what are you doing here?
It's the department store? I came here to buy clothes. Why else would I come here?
Oh, okay, that's fair enough, I guess.
You're such a total meanie, you know. You never even so much as sent me a message over the last 3 years or so.
Why on earth would I want to talk to you about anything? You carry on with your shopping and I'm going to get going because I'm busy.
Oh, come on, Lauren. Let's just have one cup of coffee. For old time's sake. I heard there's a really good coffee shop on the 9th floor of this department store.
I'm good, thanks. I think I'll pass on that one.
But why? Come on, come and have a coffee with me.
Oh my goodness, what is wrong with you? You can't just grab me like that. Let go!
Come on, Lauren. Let's go and get some coffee. It's supposed to be really, really tasty. I wonder why everyone is staring at us like that.
I'm not sure. No particularly obvious reason seemed to come to mind.
You're not sure?
By the way, why are your eyes looking so clear?
My eyes? They've always been like this.
Sure. How are you doing these days?
Oh, me? I'm doing really well.
Oh, really?
My husband bought a new car for me recently, you know.
Oh, you got married? I didn't know.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I see. Good for you. I suppose congratulations are in order.
When I got married so soon after stealing your boyfriend, so many rumors about me started to spread and I was abandoned by all of my friends. I got married without a single friend present at the ceremony.
Who did you get married to, may I ask?
Who else would I have got married to? I married Tyler, of course.
Oh, you did?
Did you just come out to buy clothes for yourself?
Yeah, I did.
I came to buy clothes for my oldest for when he starts elementary school.
Your oldest?
Yeah, we're trying for our second baby now. My husband insists that he wants to have 3, but I really think that would be one too many. You know, people might see that I'm exaggerating out of happiness when I say all of this, but I really am happy, you know. My life is just like a fairy tale.
Yes, you look really, really happy. Selena's older sister suffers from really bad depression, to the extent that she can't function without intensive therapy sessions and a variety of antidepressants. Selena must have been under the impression that she would get to be in an official relationship with Tyler and even marry him after he and I broke up. But instead, he didn't pay her any more attention and gave her the cold shoulder. This extreme crushing of her expectations was the spark that ignited Selena's obsession with Tyler. And something in her snapped. She started to harass Tyler, and it seems that he rushed getting married to the girl that Dr. Jones introduced him to in order to dissuade her and to show her once and for all that he really wasn't going to go back to her. However, Tyler's marriage had the opposite effect to what he had desired, and it only served to deepen Selena's obsession. After he got married, she would not only harass Tyler, but she would harass his new wife as well. And around the same time that all of this was happening, a rumor started to spread amongst my friends that she had remorselessly stolen my boyfriend away from me, and because we had a lot of mutuals, it ended up spreading to all of her friends as well. As the rumors started to spread, Selena's friends started to abandon her one by one, not wanting anything to do with a shameless cheater who would stab her friend in the back and steal her man. In next to no time, Selena had lost every single one of her friends, and she became completely alone. She always said that female friends aren't important and that it's best to prioritize romantic relationships with men over them, so I guess she really did get what she deserved. If she wasn't going to value her friends, they weren't going to stick by her once her real personality was revealed to them. It seems that this sudden loneliness intensified her mental illness. Although she had been stalking Tyler and his wife, the police were reluctant to do much about it on the grounds that she was clearly very mentally ill. It seems to have been dismissed as just a disagreement between former lovers. When I ran into her at the department store recently, she seemed to have started to mix up reality with her fantasies, and I don't really think she knew what was real and what was not anymore. She seemed to have convinced herself, in her delusional state, that she really did have the life she dreamed of having with Tyler. After talking to her family, they confirmed with me that she was indeed mentally ill and delusional, and that none of the things that she told me that day in the department store were true. I had a day off work one day and I was in the department store again. I saw her sister wandering around on her own and ran into her by chance. She told me that she was very worried about Selena's future because she seemed to be even more susceptible to the family's inclination toward mental illness than she was. I kind of felt relieved that the person who was once my friend could get some kind of comfort from living out the life of her dreams and her fantasies. But Tyler, who was still being harassed by her, didn't seem to think so.
Please, can you try and do something about Selena? She told me she ran into you at the department store the other day.
Oh, I see that the two of you are still in contact with each other and maintaining a close relationship, huh? That's not what we agreed when we broke up.
No, I am not talking to her. I tried to cut her off, but she started harassing me.
It's been long enough, hasn't it? I'm sure you can't even really call it harassment anymore. If a woman is this persistent, the man should just give in and accept her feelings, surely. Why don't you just agree to be with her already, since she's so clearly so madly in love with you?
She is not in her right mind. The other day I was so tired when I came home from work, and I just wanted to get some rest, and she was there lying on my bed. I'm telling you that she broke into my house. I was so shocked and scared. Just thinking about the whole thing makes my hair stand on end.
This is why you should stop ignoring her and just agree to let her live with you already.
Did you really just say that to me? My life is a complete mess because of that crazy woman.
Didn't you say that you really liked it when women were forward with you and started throwing themselves at you? You were so obsessed with women complimenting you and them giving you their body that you were willing to throw away your relationship with me, your fiancé. Did you really think you would be able to do something like that and spend the rest of your life not facing the consequences? This is why people need to be grateful for what they have and not go around looking for more.
That is why I'm trying to be careful now.
Well, it's too late. Surely you know that. When I saw her in the department store that day, she told me that she already had one child with you and that you were already trying for your second. So don't leave her chasing after you forever and just have her come and live with you already. It wouldn't be that bad to help her dreams become a reality now, would it?
I really didn't think that you were this kind of person, but you are really mean and vindicative.
I didn't really know that I had this side to me either. You're such a desirable fantasy in Selena's mind that until you give her what she wants, you're never going to get a moment's peace. You know what? I'm actually feeling really proud of myself for being the one to introduce you two to each other, you know?
Ugh, I'm hanging up. I'm never talking to you ever again after this.
Whatever, that suits me just fine. I'm sure I'll be able to hear the latest news about you if I ever run into Selena again. Have a nice life.
Ugh, I just want this whole thing with Selena to end already. Please, just help me end it.